Hey guys, right now I'm going to show you how we're doing our ionic or covalent color in our tangram. Okay, so normally we would just color this in on paper, but right now I want to look at doing it online. Okay, so we know we learned about ionic and covalent bonds from our digital notebook. We learned that ionic bonds are between a metal and a nonmetal. Covalent bonds are between two nonmetals. So what you want to have up is a periodic table somewhere. You can have that in front of you. But we do need to have a periodic table so we can tell if it's ionic or covalent. We know our nonmetals are over here with our negative charges, and our metals are everything to the left of the stair step, all of these. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to do, it says find the correct answer in one of the three rows to the right of each example and drag the oval over your answer. Color in the corresponding tangram shape by selecting each space and using the fill color icon. See this right here, the fill color icon, to do that. So I need to zoom in just a little bit. So I'm going to zoom in. Okay, now the first thing I want to look at is it says place your blue in. So it says electrons are shared. Electrons are shared between what type of bonds? Well, I look up here. I look at ionic. It says electrons are transferred, so not that one. Covalent says electrons are shared. So I come back. I know covalent. It's going to be the answer. So it says color in orange for number one. This is number one. So I would come and click on number one and click the fill color and click orange. For number two, high melting points, I come back to my digital notebook. Ionic says between metals and nonmetals and have a high melting and boiling point. So I would come here, circle high for ionic, okay? And we know ionic is going to be purple. So we're going to click on square 2, and we're going to go to fill color purple, okay? Let's look at this one. Conducts electricity when mobile. Conducts electricity. I'm going to go back to my digital notebook. Right here it says between a metal and a nonmetal. And it says good conductors. Covalent bond says poor conductors. So we know it is ionic. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to know it's ionic. So I'm going to drag my blue square over ionic. Okay. And it says color it purple. This is number 3. So I'm going to click on number 3. You have to click right over it. I'm going to color it purple. So I'm going to go to fill color purple. And there we go. Okay. So that is how you do the whole thing. Now remember, if we are like right here, we're sharing electrons. So that would be covalent. Here we have a metal, magnesium. So that would be ionic. Here we have water, H2O. H and O, both nonmetals. That would be covalent. Metal and a nonmetal, ionic. Opposite charges. Remember, if you look at your periodic table, opposite charges are metals and nonmetals. That would be ionic. So just remember as you go through, metal and a nonmetal is ionic, and you can always go back to your notes and look at that. Okay, so we're going to do the whole thing until you have it all completed. And once you complete it, you can go back and turn it in. Okay.